Hi, it's Sally again. Back here today doing another interview. Today I've got this wonderful lady called Helen Efstathiou, who is working as a contentment coach and helping busy working mums have more control, clear head and be more capable. So welcome, Helen.
Thank you, Sally. Thanks for having me on, interviewing me today. How are you?
Yeah, good. I'm really excited to chat to you and find out a bit more about what you're really into. So do you want to give me a little bit more of an understanding of what you do with these busy working mums?
Yeah, sure. Look, I mean, being a mum myself, having two boys of my own, 14-year-old and a 10-year-old, and being busy, of course, working, running a household, it's taught me a lot, and I've gone over my hurdles, of course, and I've just been listening to women who come into the clinic that are complaining about, being tired, being overwhelmed, being anxious, feeling depressed, having lower back issues, neck and shoulder pain, irregular periods, bloating, sleeping issues. And I thought, that's got a lot to do with them doing a little bit too much. So, and it's basically educating these women on how they can have more control of their lives and, of course, be more clear-headed, be more aware of what they need and feeling capable, feeling in control with their life, whether it being at home, at work, or with their family and external with their friends as well.
Oh, that sounds so awesome. It gives me tingles down my back when I'm sort of like really relate to what you're talking about. I totally get it. Yeah, so how did you sort of get into this area of your line of work with these chicks?
Yeah, sure. It sort of started with my own journey. I went back and studied 7 years ago. So it was a challenge having two small boys and studying full-time, working part-time, running a household. I had to really learn how to manage my time, and that was a new skill for me. Like, for instance, I lived like 3 hours away from campus. I'd be studying on the train, making use of my time, like making use of every moment of my time and being super organized and just teaching myself that, every bit of time matters. And of course, nursing my husband twice, who had been diagnosed with cancer. And, being, in a way, it felt like being a solo parent because I got to feel what it was like. Even though he was here, but I didn't have his support because he was recovering. I really had to look at, how I managed my time and also losing my mum too, who she passed away 5 years ago. I sort of got to feel what it's like to lose your mum and what a mum really is and her true value in a household and how important she holds that position in the household.
Yeah. Wow. It's just giving me tingles. Whoa, you really have had a bit of a journey to get to where you're at now. Thank you. Yeah. What were some of the ways that you coped with overcoming these obstacles and hurdles? And you mentioned time management. So, it was really tough what you had to go through, juggling, putting on so many different hats what do you think helped you get through?
Well, I think the key thing was really finding myself because, I did hold those many hats, being a mum, being the student, being the housewife, being the cook, being the taxi driver, that I really had to find myself. I had lost myself in the whole process. So it was coming back to me, finding who I was and resonating with that and finding my true value in who I was. And I thought that I was in a better place once I found who I was. And also to learn that I had to lose that story, that negative story, like just talking about it and just revisiting that story. I just had to lose it because it wasn't doing me any justice. Yeah. And the other thing was believing in myself because a lot of people were like, oh, you're going to go back to study, how are you going to do this? How are you going to support yourself? Yeah. And it was just believing in me and knowing that I could do it and not listening to the outside chatter and the people around me basically and just centering back to me and what I believed that I could do.
Yeah. That whole negative head chatter, the whole subconscious with the negative thought process, it's really important turning that around, isn't it? And, it doesn't happen overnight.
That's right.
Focusing on that.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. So I guess it's, great to share with other women that, anyone can do it. If I can do it, everyone can do it. Anyone can do it. It's just believing in yourself and knowing that if you want something, you're going to accomplish anything you want. It's just having that purpose, that desire, and it's just, and losing that fear.
Yeah, fear. Oh my God. One of those F words, hey? We need to get rid of.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that whole getting back to true self, it's just like so important. It's just so resonating with me. It's awesome. Now, with these, having spoken about all of that, what do you think is the biggest issue in relation to these busy working mums? What do you think is their number one challenge?
I think this issue is, being stuck in that negative story. Like, women don't realise that, they keep talking about what they've been through and they just keep revisiting it. And they just, they think it's doing them justice, but it's not. So I guess, and being around positive people, being around like-minded people, being around a support net group of people that, have got your back and are helping you through your journey. I mean, that was key for me. So, getting women to be around other women that are on that similar journey, and they can sort of go on it together and support one another.
I think that's so important. I see it all the time, chicks chatting with chicks and lifting themselves up, raising themselves up. It's just it's so powerful. Yeah, communication and good friendships.
Yeah, that's right.
So what would you say would be your top 3 tips to help these chicks overcome getting that positive headspace and turning it around?
Yeah, sure. I mean, number one tip would be value yourself. A lot of women, when they become mums, they forget who they are and they become the mother, and they forget that, they are themselves. So back to, valuing who they are. And me time was very key, because being a mum, being a wife, you're busy, and it's key to have that me time to yourself, whether it's, time for a meditation or time for a walk or time out with your girlfriends or time to treat yourself with a coffee or shopping, and following your purpose, your dream, and, be inspired, and don't let anyone crush your dreams. I mean, that were the 3 key things that, I found helped me overcome my barriers. Yeah,
that's awesome. It's given me so many tingly moments, because it's really cutting to the core, and I resonate with that, valuing yourself and time.
It is, yeah. I mean, most mums feel the same, yeah.
Yeah, but, it's just...
We're all in the same space, aren't we? We're wearing multiple hats.
Yeah, and breaking it down to the actual steps of what we can do right now to bring some change. It's awesome. Yeah, I love it. Well, Helen, thank you very much for chatting with us today. I was just, if people want to get in touch with you or find out more about what you're doing, where can they go to find you?
Yeah, sure. I mean, they can go to my website, www.elementsoflife.com.au, or they can join, I've got a closed group called the Busy Working Mum Support Station, and I hold a space there for women, and I post there regularly and do Facebook Lives, and I encourage women to PM me with more personal questions. And again, it is a closed group, so women feel supported with what everyone has to chat about. Yeah,
I really love it, and I've really loved our time together, having a chat, getting to know more about what you're doing. I think it's awesome. Double thumbs to you. Well, Helen,
thanks, Sally.
Today, and
thank you. Thank you.
Get your time management sorted.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.